You are now entering the Sports and Foods Zone, where you get your sports and foods fix with your hosts, Drey and Tae.
Welcome, y'all, to Sports and Foods Podcast. This is episode 34. We are recording Thursday, March 16th. So, Drey, March Madness is here.
Oh, man.
My bracket is already busted.
Man, busted. Like on day one, game 6,
Yeah.
Brackets in the trash.
Man, I'm glad we didn't do like a bracket prediction and all that, because we would have gave y'all the wrong advice.
Tay, when they came to me about doing this bracket thing, the pool I entered, I thought about it like 3 times, because this is the first one I've done in many years, because I don't watch enough college basketball anymore.
Yeah.
And usually, the person that wins is a person that knows nothing about college basketball.
Exactly.
It's the people that try to do too much thinking about it, like me. I'm reading stuff, trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Already.
Just go on ESPN and just click the dots.
Yeah.
Close my eyes and click the dots.
Itty bitty body ball.
Yeah. But I still love it, though. I still love this time of year. I love all the games. I love the passion that these kids play with, even the small schools. And I mean, I'm a basketball fan, but I mean, this is a great time of basketball in college basketball right now.
So, Drey, how's it been, man? How's your day, the week been going?
All has been well, bro. I trying to really work on my health. had some issues. Still kind of having some issues. So I've been really focused on trying to get myself together, and then, man, trying to battle this 1 hour time change, man. Like, as I get older, man,
brutal.
This spring forward thing, man, is killing me.
I know.
I don't like this. There's a ballot that's out there trying to get it stuck on one. Like, just pick one. I don't care which one you pick. Just leave it alone. Like, so it's been a long week because of that too. So, you know, it only hope it gets better. If you are not aware, March is Women's History Month. So for the next couple episodes, we will highlight women who have been critical agents of change and celebrate their contributions made throughout history. So, the woman to be highlighted this episode is Miss Edna Lewis. And excuse my eyes, because I will be reading some of this, or a lot of it. Miss Lewis is not a household name, but she played an important role in food history. Miss Lewis was born in Freetown, Virginia in 1916. The granddaughter of emancipated slaves, Miss Lewis put Southern comfort food on the map. Nice. She was a renowned chef, teacher, and author who helped refine the American view of Southern cooking. When she opened her New York City restaurant, Cafe Nicholas, in 1948, Miss Lewis was one of a few black female head chefs in the country. Her simple yet delicious Southern food truly wowed her restaurant's high-profile clientele.
Nice.
Sometimes I feel like I can't read, but it's okay.
No, you're doing good, man. You all right on.
Miss Lewis championed the use of fresh and in-season ingredients, and in 1972, she authored The Taste of Country Cooking, which focused on pure and fresh ingredients.
Nice.
The Taste of Country Cooking ushered in a new wave of cookbooks celebrating the diversity of Southern cuisine. She went on to author 2 more books, In the Pursuit of Flavor and the Edna Lewis Cookbook. Miss Lewis left this earth on February 13th, 2006. Behind, she left a great legacy for all chefs to follow.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Lewis.
And one more time, say her full name so you guys can Google that.
Yes, Miss Edna Lewis.
Edna Lewis. Thank you. That's some good stuff. And, you know, soul food, man. Southern food.
That's what we do.
Hey, Tae and Drey. It's great to see you guys. I want to let you know that I love the Sports and Foods podcast. Keep up the amazing work. It's a great look into the Oregon sports scene, and you guys keep me laughing, which is my favorite part. So I'd like to let your listeners know to check out my channel on YouTube. It's at RobinJames_LA. It's Robin James Music and Reviews. And we have movie reviews, original music, and music mixes that come out weekly. All right, guys, thanks for having me here today. Keep up the great work, and also go Blazers. Rip City.
While we were gone, legendary Syracuse men's basketball coach Jim Boeheim is out after 47 seasons at the school. They have promoted longtime assistant coach Adrian Autry to replace Boeheim. I lived in Syracuse for 4.5 years, and while I was there, I became a Syracuse Orangemen fan. You can't not be a fan and live in Syracuse. Everybody's a fan. It's going to be super weird to see the sideline without Jim Boeheim on the sideline. Oh, no. But good luck to him. He didn't retire, though. So we might see him on somebody else's sideline.
That's right, man. I remember you were out there in Syracuse, the former teacher.
Yeah.
Out there teaching, yeah. But when I think of Boeheim, I think of the zone defense. I mean, I don't even think he ran man, but 5% of his whole time there, it was straight zone. No matter if they're getting hit, beat down on the threes and anything, it's zone. But he's a good coach, and will be missed.
Definitely. The Pac-12 tournament happened, and neither the Duck women or men fared well. So neither team made the NCAA tournament, but both will host a first-round NIT game. The men won their first-round matchup last night against UC Irvine, and when we were taping, the women haven't played, but good luck to both teams.
Yeah.
And this is actually good, really good. The Lady Pilots of the University of Portland did make the NCAA tournament as a 12th seed by winning their conference tournament. This is the first time the Pilots made the tournament since 2020, but that tournament was canceled due to COVID.
That's right.
I'm still a little hurt by that tournament being canceled because that's the year the Lady Ducks would have won. They would have won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, Pilots. Go shock the world.
Yes. Always got to root for our Portland teams, especially in the tournament.
Always. There have been so many trades and signings in the NFL that we could have a whole show about them. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to highlight just some that I found intriguing.
Yes.
So let's start with the Chicago Bears trading the number 1 draft pick to the Carolina Panthers. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Darren Waller was traded to the Giants. Jimmy G signed with the Raiders.
Yep.
Austin Eckler asked the Chargers for permission to seek a trade.
Pay that man.
Please. Geno Smith earned a new deal with the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Derek Carr is now a New Orleans Saint.
Interesting.
Danny Dimes. Daniel Jones, QB of the New York Giants, signed a new contract with the Giants.
Paid.
Jalen Ramsey was traded to the Rams. Jalen Ramsey was traded from the Rams to the Dolphins. Running back David Montgomery signed with the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cowboys and Seahawks are both interested in signing Bobby Wagner.
Yes, they are.
How do you feel about that, Tay?
I don't know. I would definitely take Wagner back. The players already want him back, so if the players want him back, I want him back. And he's still. I mean, he's the man. He played well. I think he led his team in tackles, and he did well against Seahawks. So that's for sure. And man, there's a lot of movement lately. Oh, you know what? You didn't mention it just came out too. I think the Cowboys got the corner from the Colts.
Stephon Gilmore. Yep.
Yeah.
They signed him. Yep.
That's a sneaky good move, a veteran move, because now you have really 2 good corners. Mm-hmm. So Cowboys
they put
them
opposite.
Something.
Well, they said now this is what they're talking about now.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they always talk about for the Cowboys as a past fan.
Yeah,
they're saying that some people may pick them over the Eagles in the NFC East. I don't know.
They were right there, now it's Pollard's show. They got rid of Zeke too, so We'll see. But let's talk about my Seahawks. We signed I can't think of. Oh, Geno Smith. Yeah. So Geno
Yeah.
Smith. I think that was key. We had to get him signed. I didn't want to go, long term, but I think the way he played, I mean, he wasn't the problem. Our defense was terrible, and I think he played well. He didn't turn the ball over, and if we do draft somebody, I hope it's not our first, the top 5 pick we got, because then that's going to cause a little, stirs. But they might. I don't know what they're going to do, but I think by signing Geno, I feel like they can focus on other parts, and we went to the playoffs, so get a couple of draft picks, keep signing some free agents, and they'll be right in the mix with the continuity. At least that's the plan.
That is the plan.
Yeah.
Moving on to basketball. Ja Morant was suspended by the Memphis Grizzlies, and now he was suspended by the NBA for 8 games for appearing to have a gun at a nightclub on an IG Live post. The NBA is investigating the situation further, and now the Colorado PD, which is they already investigated the Colorado PD, and they found nothing, so he's okay with them. But Tay, I mean, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, okay, so like these kids, I just don't know what it is about this whole posting your whole life on the internet, man. Like,
it's insane.
I don't know why he would. Okay, so this is my whole thing. If he feels nervous about being out by himself, he feels like because people do try to stick these guys up. I mean, people have got shanked. I mean, other people. What's that? Plexico shot himself in the leg trying to carry a gun in his pants or whatever, or his pocket or whatever. Hire security.
Yeah,
you're an NBA player. You got a lot of money. Hire a security guard, man.
I think the team will hire them for you.
And they could carry a gun. You don't have to have a gun. You don't need to have a gun. And and then Tay, on top of all of this, because he's missing all these games, he is now not going to make the All NBA team, which he might have made, and that's going to cost him $40 million.
That hurts.
A $40 million bonus.
Wow, it was just sitting there for him.
It was ready to go. So I hope that trip to the Gentlemen's Club was worth $40 million.
Man, like you said, I don't understand the youth. Every time I'm out, I see people doing the selfie videos, and I'm just thinking, like, they're probably doing a TikTok. Like, everywhere I go, the kids are just, I don't think they're not online doing that. So the thing is with him is he has a huge contract. He's almost the face of the NBA. And I know he's immature and he's young, but I think he needs to really look in the mirror and figure out, does he want to be a rapper or does he want to be an all-NBA player? Because you see what's happening already. He's being suspended. The NBA is not going to play around with that. And the next time is going to be a whole season, and then that's it. So he has a lot of life changes he probably needs to do, and I hope he does well. I don't like him when he plays against the Blazers, but I think he's a cool guy, and his dad's right there on the front court. Seems supportive, so I think he'll figure it out. But it's a wake up call for sure.
Definitely. And while we were gone, the NFL Combine happened. Say we're already at the draft. There are always a lot of amazing athletes in attendance. But what always amazes me about the Combine are these 40 times that these dudes run.
It's
and so the thing about it is, like, when you think about a 40-yard dash, it's like, oh, you're going to run at 40 yards. But how fast they run 40 yards is amazing.
Yeah.
So there was a defensive lineman this year at the Combine that ran a 4.67. A defensive lineman. That means that man was probably 300 pounds and ran a 4.67. I probably can't run a 5.67. This man at 300 pounds ran a 4.67.
Yeah.
And the fastest time this year at the Combine was by quarterback DJ Turner, and he ran a 4.26 40. That's fast.
That's up there. That's almost record breaking.
And as I'm scrolling my phone real quick, I wrote a note down about some other notable 40 times. So the fastest 40 time ever was wide receiver John Ross. He used to play for I don't know if he still plays for the Cincinnati Bengals. He's a hot Washington Husky. Mm-hmm. He ran a 4.22 40. Mm-hmm. So the DJ Turner second, he was really close.
Yeah.
And okay, now I don't know if this is true, but it's said that Bo Jackson ran a sub 4 second 40. They said he ran a 3.9.
Man,
a
that guy
3.940.
Take it to the house. So yeah.
That is Jonte, he's running under 1 second per 10 yards. Mm-hmm. That is so fast.
It's crazy.
And then, okay, I looked up something else. They said that Michael Jordan, when he was at North Carolina, ran a 4.38 40.
Wow.
I was like, oh, Mike, you got burners, Mike.
Yeah, he did.
You don't know.
Wow.
No. Before we leave while we were gone, I also wanted to mention something that happened to one of P-Town's greats, Damon Stoudemire. He was hired as Georgia Tech's head coach.
Nice.
So congratulations to Damon Stoudemire.
Yes.
We still hold you down, D-Stud.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we were gone. There have been so many deals this NFL offseason, but still no deal for Lamar Jackson. What is the deal? This dude has been fighting for 2 years to get a contract negotiated. I mean, maybe if he had an agent, maybe it wouldn't have been 2 years. The Ravens tagged him at the deadline using the non-exclusive tag, which means that Lamar Jackson can engage with other teams in contract talks. But now this is where it gets. Now that sounds great.
Yeah.
But here's the bad part. So if a team signs him to an offer sheet, the Ravens can match the deal, just like kind of like the NBA thing. If they sign him to an offer sheet, they can match. Mm-hmm. But if that team wants to sign him and sorry guys, I'm messing with my power cord. If that team wants to sign him and the Ravens don't match the offer, that team has to give the Ravens 2 first-round draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it harder for him to get a deal. And then on this non-exclusive tag, the tag price is only $32 million. If they had assigned him to the regular franchise tag, his salary this year would have been $45 million.
Mm-hmm.
Why are the Ravens doing him like this? Number one, if they're just going to franchise tag him, just pay him give him the $45 million.
Mm-hmm.
2, I guess the NFL just now opened up. He's able to talk to all the teams now. So I hope that their team's looking at him. But from what Adam Schefter, from ESPN, the analyst, has been saying, nobody's really talking about him. Nobody's like looking. He's not a hot topic. Everybody's buzzing about 50-year-old Aaron Rodgers, who played like trash last year.
Yeah.
But nobody's looking at Lamar Jackson. Tay, what is the deal? I would definitely take a 26-year-old Lamar Jackson over a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
It's disrespectful what the Ravens are doing, and I do believe if somebody does offer a contract, the Ravens are going to match it. So I feel like
so? Okay.
Oh yeah. So I feel like they're stuck. I mean, their offense is geared for Lamar Jackson. Mm-hmm. And the problem with the Ravens that really bothers me is they never put weapons around him. They draft terrible drafts. But I don't know. The receiver for the Ravens said that they haven't been coached or the offense is not even give them opportunity to shine. So I believe that. And they did fire the offensive coordinator. But
they fired him, yeah.
I mean, if you look at the top quarterbacks, Mahomes, he has all these weapons. Aaron Rodgers, he had weapons, before, what's his name left?
Devontae Adams,
like all the top, the Bills, all the top quarterbacks, you got to have weapons. You got to have, and they have a good tight end, and they run it really well. But you got to have a number one. You got to have a guy who's double covered, who's going to make that catch on third down. He's making these receivers money who weren't even drafted, or only team that picked them up was the Ravens. I never heard of some of these receivers they got, and they missed on a bunch that got drafted after their picks. And so the Ravens are a good organization. So I think, I'm not going to hate on them all the way, but come on, man. It's disrespectful, Drey. It's crazy.
I totally agree. I don't know. Like I said all those things earlier, I don't know. The dude is 26 and a former MVP, and nobody wants him.
And when I watch him
the
play,
Ravens don't want him?
The guy takes over games. He needs to win in the playoffs, but the guy, man, when he's rolling, he's unstoppable.
Yeah, I totally agree. And on to a topic a little bit closer to our hearts, our Portland Trailblazers and the state of the Portland Trailblazers.
Oh, man.
Last episode, we had taped the whole Trailblazer episode, or segment, segment. But, due to technology, y'all know how technology works. It got messed up. So we're going to revisit our Trailblazers today. And I know early in the season, I was really high. We were in first place. And this is why I was so high on us being in first place, because I knew at the end of the season we wouldn't be in first place. But I didn't think we'd be in 13th place on a 3-game losing streak.
It's bad.
Tay, Damian Lillard is playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
And the Blazers are in 13th place. What more can this guy do for us? He put the cape on. He's scoring 70. He scored 71. Dude, he scored 60 this season. He's getting more assists this season. And we're still in 13th place. Now, we're not out of the playoffs yet. But we have 13 games left in the season at today when we're taping. And we have some really hard teams to play. Tay, I don't even know what else to say.
We're in trouble. We are in trouble. The thing is, where I'm at, or where I'm in, my mood is like, I want us to make the playoffs. So I'm watching the game, and I'm thinking like, man, we can upset them. It's starting off. We're playing well. Sometimes we're up. Lately we've been up double digits against good teams. And then it's just the way we're playing. And then I look at the other teams we're playing against, and our roster, man, it's just terrible. Like, we have not done well. And I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what we're gonna do. I think tanking is the best option. I think tanking,
I agree.
We have a shot to get a top one or two pick, but
yeah, we could. I think we're the 6th worst team in the NBA. We have the 6th worst record in the NBA. So
but we're Portland. We don't get that bounce of the ball or that ping pong that's gonna hit us. Number one pick, and then we did that, and
I was just about to say, when we did get it, we drafted Greg Oden. So
but we have to do some kind of home run trade, even on draft day, or we're not going to get that free agent by paying them. So I feel like we need to be creative, do some kind of, I don't know. I can't even think of which player to use, but it has to be something.
But Tay,
when
we make
player.
that trade, who that was just about to say, what type? Who do we need? What do we need?
What I hated the trade with Brooklyn, with all those players that went
Mikal
Cam
Bridges
Johnson
and Cam Johnson.
How come we can't jump in on a 3-4 man team trade and get one of those wings or pull? I think our best bet to me is get a bunch of veterans that are not too old, but we need to rack up a couple of those and then get some kind of all-star. But we can't have all this youth and then try to get another player. We need a veteran team if we're going to do something with Dame's career. It has to be a mix of the youth. So we got Sharp. We can't trade him, but we need some kind of a team that can actually compete with these other teams in the West, because they're getting better. It's crazy.
I mean, every team in the West is pretty good now, except for the Spurs and the Rockets and the Blazers.
Yeah.
But like we talked about earlier, we're still in the playoff hunt. The Blazers. I mean, what I think, Tay, is we need bench help. We're last in scoring. Our bench is the worst scoring bench in the league.
It is.
I know. We talked off air. My solution is to put Anthony Simons on the bench and let him come off the bench. It's worked in Milwaukee. It's worked in Philadelphia with Maxey and with Middleton. And Middleton is an all-star. Anthony ain't made the all-star team before. So I mean, I know you're getting paid $100 million for 4 years, $25 million a year. Great, that's wonderful. Sit your $25 million backside on the bench, and you can still get 30 minutes. Come off the bench, get 30 minutes. But the thing is, he'll score 20 off the bench, which will help the second team. Essentially, that's what Chauncey Billups does anyway. He in the middle of the first quarter, he takes Anthony out so that he can sit Dame at the beginning of the second quarter or early in the second quarter, and Anthony runs the second team. Well, just don't start him, and he can play the whole second quarter and you know what I mean, and part of the first quarter. I don't know. I just think that. And then Tay, Nurk, we got to get rid of that bomb.
That's what I mean. We have to have somebody that's gonna enforce our lane. We don't have our team. They just score on us at will every game. And then Nurk, I watch. Well, you guys all know. I'm not gonna go crazy and bash him too much, but he misses easy shots. He's not a presence when he's the biggest guy out there on the court.
Biggest guy on the court. We're running down, like I said, 13 games left. I hope. I ain't gonna tell you wrong. I don't want us to make the playoffs. I want us not to make the play-in. I want to get a high draft pick because I think hopefully this year, not unless something happens and the ball bounces and we get the number 1 draft pick and we can get Wembanyama.
That's what I was about to say, Dre. I can't even think of 5 players right now. I'm like, if we got the 5th pick, which we probably get the 6th or 7th, I can't be like, there's a player right there. No, we need 1 or 2.
we need 1 or 2. Yeah,
that's it. Other than that, and I can't even think of a second player right now. But there's some good players. But we need a game-changing youth player, or use that pick and get us an all-star.
That's what I would say.
Grant and Dame. Yeah.
Send that pick out of here. Yeah, and get us an all-star. I mean, package it with one of those young players. I mean, I ain't gonna tell you wrong. I don't want to trade Shaedon Sharpe. I really don't. But if we have to, we have to. The dude I really like, though, that's playing well for us, I love Cam Reddish, man. I love that dude. I've always liked him. I liked him when they got drafted by Atlanta. And I was hoping that Blazers could figure out how we could get him. We need to sign him a long time. He's only 23 years old.
Yeah, we don't have to sign him big. It's $40 million contract.
Give him $15 million a year or something like that. Yeah, he don't.
I think he's good.
I think he could be special, man. He needs confidence, and I think that's Chauncey's giving him confidence. I mean, I like Thibault. He's good, but I mean, no. We need. And Thibault's good on defense.
Reddish be out there naturally making shots. I saw him do a reverse and just in the mid-air, spin right to the hole. I'm like, I didn't even know he had that in his game.
I mean, definitely
6'8".
And he's long. He can defend. And like you said, he's a natural. He can score the basketball at 6'8".
Yeah.
Man, we got one there. So I mean, we keep him and Shaedon. Sky's the limit for the future.
With the NBA, we need threes. We need some shooters. We are breaking threes, and everybody's shooting threes, and we shoot a lot. So we might as well get a couple that will help Dame.
Shooters. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. In the second round of the NFL draft, in the NBA draft, they should be looking for people that can actually shoot the ball. I mean, if that's all they can do is shoot the ball, then let's go with that.
We need depth at all positions, our bench. And I feel like we have good players, but it's just not. This team is just not constructed to win, as 2 years in a row with most of the same players. Yeah, and I like Walker. You know, it's hard to really even put them in the equation of the team we want, but we definitely have to split up either Anthony, you said Sharp, and use that to build our team because I just don't see it. And I want Dame to be in Portland, but we're not getting rid of Dame. So if we're getting rid of Dame, I have a whole different outlook on what we can do. But you know, I like Dame, and so we're building around Dame right now for the next few years.
Well, let's build around him, like you said. Yeah, do something. Shoot. Want more sports and foods?
Check out our website. There you'll have access to all our shows.
Hey, let's talk about food. Today's topic is
Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday was a new fad.
Yeah.
Even LeBron James was having Taco Tuesday. I mean, there's videos of him talking about Taco Tuesday. Man, starting during the pandemic, Taco Tuesday became a thing in our house too. But why do people love tacos so much on Tuesday?
I know. Break it down.
Say, can we eat tacos any day? Not just on Tuesday? Me too. We have Taco Thursday and Wednesday at our house. But
Yeah.
I found some interesting stories about where Taco Tuesday began. Now, this may not be the only stories you can find, but these are the ones that I thought made the most sense. So these are the ones I'm going to give you.
And hey, real quick, send us an email if we have the wrong facts, or give us more information. We might have to do a correction on the next one. So we love the comments.
Please do, yes, because all I'm doing is Googling this information. So if you know something more about it, like just your knowledge, or you can Google something more, you're a better researcher than me. Please do. Like Tay said, hit us up. All right, so the first story. This tradition is said to have been started in the early 80s by Taco John's, a taco chain it's a taco chain that, spans the U.S. I never heard of Taco John's before. All we have here in Portland is Taco Time, Del Taco, and Taco Bell. Right. The company trademarked this term in 1989. So don't go out trying to use this term, trying to make no money, because they will send you a cease and desist letter fast and quick in a hurry. So that's story number one. Now, the other story, number two, it seems like it makes a little bit more sense, but I don't know. So this story is that the earliest reference to this tradition, Taco Tuesday, was found in an El Paso Herald in October of 1933.
Okay.
So White Star Cafeteria created a week-long campaign in order to let locals know they were offering tacos on Tuesday, hence Taco Tuesday.
Okay.
So it's either the 80s or the 30s. Taco Tuesday came from somewhere.
Yeah.
But Taco Tuesday is a thing in our house. Like I said earlier, Taco Tuesday may not be Taco Tuesday. It may be Taco Monday or Taco Thursday or Taco Friday, Taco Saturday. It's whenever Olivia says, "Dad, can you make tacos?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll make some tacos, girl. I'll make some tacos." So we started out in our house making ground beef tacos. Olivia, well, okay, I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna lie. We started out eating Taco Bell tacos.
Yeah.
Because Taco Bell tacos used to be fire. Like, I used to eat Taco Bell tacos at 3 o'clock in the morning. I used to tell Lindsay all the time.
Hard shell or soft?
Oh, Tay, hard shell. But when I was younger, in my young days, I used to eat the soft and the hard. I'm about to tell you, though. There's a Taco Bell at the base. So in college, I went to Oregon, as you all know. And if you didn't, now you do. At the base of the freeway. So on my way home from the bars, there was a Taco Bell. It was at the base of the freeway. In my house, I had to get on the freeway. So once I got to the Taco Bell, I would be safe. Like, I felt safe. Like, okay, cool. I'm cool. I made it through the danger zone.
Yeah.
And so I would buy a 10 box. I buy 5 hard shell, 5 soft. Bro, I get the tacos home. It'd be like 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm smashing tacos. Like, Taco Bell flying everywhere.
They're a lot cheaper back then, too.
The box was like, either the box was $10 or the box
Something
was $5.
like that.
So it was cheap. Yeah. Tay used to kill Taco Bell. So I introduced Olivia. So I've introduced Olivia to a lot of bad things. Like, her favorite cheeseburger comes from McDonald's. But we used to eat Taco Bell tacos all the time. So exclusively like ground beef tacos. So, you know, so at first I used to pack it, but I started making my own taco seasoning, and that's what I do now. My taco seasoning consists of chili powder, all the things you put in regular taco seasoning. Yeah. But I also add turmeric, and I think paprika. I do put paprika, but I don't know if that's in regular taco seasoning or not. I'll just tell you what I put in it. So I put chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, turmeric, paprika, black pepper, and am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, cumin. Cumin. So I make that's in my taco season. So now we're trying not to eat so much ground beef at our house. So I make shredded tacos, shredded chicken tacos. Excuse me. Yeah. So I poach the chicken. I shred the tacos, and then I put the taco season on it. At first, Olivia did not like the chicken tacos. She would she'd look at it like, I wish you had made ground beef. Like, yeah, Mom, we're trying to do something different now. So yeah. But now she's all on them. I even buy the tostada shells now too. She still eats the regular hard taco shells, but me and Lindsay eat the tostadas. Lettuce, cheese, it's bomb, bro. Like we'll eat tacos probably every other week, and sometimes every week if Olivia asks, you know. Yeah. So like next week, I'll make tacos. We ate them. Actually, I should make tacos this week, but she didn't ask for them this week, so I'll make them next week. But Taco Tuesday is a thing. Tay, or listeners, viewers, not just listeners, viewers, viewers and listeners. Something I have an issue with is sides for my tacos. Like I tried to make Spanish rice. It was not that. Mine was not that good. I tried to make it like from scratch. The box ones have a lot of sodium, so we try to stay away from the box ones. But if you have ideas of what we can eat with the tacos, put that in the comments, please, or send us an email or something, because I have problems. All we eat on Taco Tuesdays is tacos and tostadas. That's what we eat. Yeah. Jay, do y'all have Taco Tuesday or Taco Friday or Taco Someday at your house?
We don't do on Tuesday. I don't think we really eat it. It might line up on a Tuesday, but we definitely don't have a tradition. But we love them. You know, ground beef tacos. Since I was a kid, I ate those, and we have them. I say either it's weekly or for sure, you know, every other week we'll eat them, and we love. I don't do chicken tacos enough, and I like them. Every time I make them, you know, they're good, and we just do ground beef. I think it's because it's fast, and you know, with our schedule, it's just kind of quick and easy. And I've always been a soft shell person, but really? I do love the hard shell from Taco Bell, that Dorito one. That was I like that. But yeah, I've always done them, especially homemade. I've done the soft shell, and definitely lettuce. I love salsa for sure. Just the basic salsa, or you know, any kind. I not for tacos. I don't like the mango one. I love those for chips, but more of the normal, just regular salsa. Cheese for sure. And then lately I've been doing the beans, black beans. I've been adding that. So it's almost like mine's end up becoming a burrito. My taco end up I can't even fold it all the way.
Like, you be holding it like
but yeah, so I'm pretty basic, and you know, I like to, when we do make it, my wife usually cooks it. Once in a while I'll do it, and I like those ingredients you do, but we use the taco seasoning. You know, she whips it up, but I definitely love that. But I've been lately, actually, in the last, I'd say 2 months, I've been just doing taco salad now.
That's a good one.
Lettuce. I've been trying to get away from the taco, soft taco. It's not all the way for health, but now thinking about it, it's actually, you know, it is a healthier way to eat it. Yeah. But, you know, I've been doing it for so many years that I'm getting kind of tired of just always having the same style. So the taco salad's been good, though. I put the same ingredients, but, you know, a little bit more beans, you know, a little bit more meat, spread out, and then I like to crush Doritos on top. So that's my little.
Oh, that's the crunchy
little
part.
trick, yeah.
Okay.
And then,
So Tay,
yes,
do you eat corn tortillas? Like you know,
flour.
Flour.
ones.
Okay.
But I love me some food cart street tacos. I love that better than homemade tacos. And Jenny, my wife, I'm not saying I don't like yours, but I love some of those street tacos. Yeah. So we have a street taco stand right here, right by my house, and it's been convenience. Really? Yes, I love it.
Oh.
But I love just the basic stuff. With pico, carne asada is my go-to.
Okay.
And I don't even really get anything else besides carne asada street tacos, but it definitely has to have that juice or some kind of sauce. Sometimes I've had it where it's a little dry, and I don't like that. But I do love. If you can't make a street taco, then I don't know why you're in that business. Because to me, that gauge is like how good. Yeah,
right.
So I love tacos. I don't think I'll ever get tired of them. Like, when it's one of those things, it's like, what are we gonna eat? It's like, you want tacos? It's always like, yeah.
I mean, like you said, though, Tay, it's something easy that it's pretty quick. Like, I can cook tacos in like 30. Well, if I'm cooking ground beef ones, I can cook the whole thing in 30 minutes. Like everything, chop the lettuce, do everything. Now, chicken takes a little bit longer because I have to poach it and then I have to shred it, and then all the other stuff comes in real quick. But tacos is a quick meal. But I also like taco salad, but I used to like taco salad in that big taco shell, that big taco salad shell.
You crush it down.
Yeah. You scoop it out. Yeah, that's how I used to like it. But I'm like you. I'm trying to eat less of the flour tortillas and less of the taco shells and things like that. So, I mean, I last 2 weeks ago when we made tacos, I ate a salad as well, Tay. It hurt my heart. My family was... And I was like, oh, man.
One thing about it is... I'm hungry though. I feel like I'm starving when I don't have it in the tortilla. Like the tortilla, I felt more full, and like the salad, I'm like, man, I had that big salad. I'm starving again.
I'm still hungry.
Yeah,
like I didn't even eat. Well, guys, if you have taco ideas for us, or maybe you make your tacos a lot different than we do, or please send us a comment. We'd like to hear from you. And maybe you can help me, again, like I said, with sides for my tacos. That'd be great. What is sports and foods?
If you can't answer that question, then you need to check out our website, snfpodcast.com. So then, the next time someone asks, you'll know. In 3 seasons of our show, Drey and I, we haven't really said that much about ourselves.
But if you've been to our website, then you know some things about us.
But in this segment, we're going to give you a little bit more. So, the first question is, if you could be any superhero, Drey, who would you be?
All right, Tay. So, growing up, my favorite superhero was Superman. And my favorite superhero was Superman because... Okay, let me back up. I did like Batman too, but I like Batman more for his gadgets, all the cool things he had, like his car and his motorcycle and all that stuff. But Superman was my favorite superhero because I thought he was the strongest superhero of all the superheroes. So he could fly, he was strong, he could shoot red lasers out of his eyes. He could blow cold air and freeze things. And then Christopher Reeves, as Superman when we were kids, in the 80s, Superman was dope. Like,
it was.
And the only thing that stopped him was kryptonite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But recently, Superman has been dethroned from my favorite superhero. And now my favorite superhero is Black Adam.
Okay, yeah. I haven't seen that movie. I gotta watch that.
It's dope. So Black Adam has all the things that Superman has. And the reason I like Black Adam is a bad reason, but it's okay. But the difference between Black Adam and Superman is that Superman won't kill people. Black Adam will. And that's the difference.
Yeah.
And so Black Adam, and then he also is a brother. So that made me like, man, I identify with Black Adam. So I've changed my favorite superhero to Black Adam. I was telling Lindsay this the other day when I was thinking about this question. I was like, I like Black Adam more now. And so, yeah, I'm a Black Adam fan. So if I could be any superhero, I'd be Black Adam. Tay, who would you be? All right, not who would you be? Who is your favorite superhero? And if you could be a superhero, who would you be?
Yeah, that's complicated, but I will say I would have picked the Black Panther, but the only thing is he's always fighting for his throne all the time. Like, he don't get a chance to do anything. He's always got to fight the battle. So, but
to keep himself as a king, huh?
Yeah, somebody's always challenging him. If you haven't seen the movie, I didn't give anything away, but yeah, no, but it's Batman is my favorite. From I don't know if it was just that first Batman, but I used to watch it back when the old one when they had on the tights and the
bangs and the pals.
Yeah, I think it is the gadgets and all that. But if I had to like put my life on the line, like really have to pick one, it would be Superman for the fact that when it's over, he can just fly around the world and everything is like no superhero has that like
ability. He can go into space and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can go to space. So Batman is for my favorite. Superman is definitely the one I would probably pick just because of his the power. But I also have an honorable mention is Iron Man. It's kind of I like that it was more of like not superpowers. It was kind of like Batman. He has he has a machine, but he's like normal and he's rich too. That helps too. So
he is kind of like Batman. I never thought about that. Batman,
so maybe I like that.
Iron Man.
I like being a billionaire and also a superhero. But I like that one. We'll have a lot more of those kind of things too. So, but we do. Oh, we have another one.
Yeah. So I stole this question from Facebook, and I added the last question. So, Tay, it's a 4-part question. So, the first part is I want you to tell me the first concert you ever went to. Mm-hmm. The second part is I want you to tell me the last concert you went to. Mm-hmm. And then I want you to tell me the next concert you're going to go to. And then to end it all, I want you to tell me the best concert you've ever seen.
Oh, man. Okay.
So start with the first one you've ever went to.
The first one. That one I can't even remember. It has to be probably at our church or one of the church concerts. If we're going to use that.
No, I wasn't. But see, Tay, that's what I told Lindsay last night. I was like, the first concert I probably went to was a church concert.
Yeah. I went to so many of those, and they were great. I was thinking, like, it has to be. It's something church-related, so I'm going to use that because I can't think of anyone as far as, like, the first one that's not.
Say, hold on. I might be able to help you because I think me and you went to the same concert. I think, did me and you go see Boyz II Men and 702 and Subway together?
I think so. I remember that. That might be it.
I think because that's my first concert. So I gave a spoiler alert. That was my first concert.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think that was you that went with me. I think so.
I remember that concert. So you're right. There you go. Well, wow. I still remember that too. Yeah, that was good music too. We might have to bring some music things with our questions.
Yeah. All right. Last concert you went to.
Last one. I was thinking about that, and I want to. We haven't been, with COVID and everything. We used to go, and I haven't been to one since. But I would have to say, I think we went to the Logic concert at the Moda Center. Okay. A couple albums ago that he's put out a few since then, but he's one of a very talented rapper, one of my favorites. I have a lot, but he's up there. But yeah, I think that was it. And yeah, what about
your next
you?
Concert?
Next concert mine again. Yeah. So the next concert is he's from the Bay. I've seen him start not from scratch, but he's picked up a lot of steam. His name is La Russell. He's from the Bay of Vallejo. You guys look him up. La Russell. The guy spits real knowledge. You know, it's about life and positive stuff and deep stuff.
That's
and,
dope.
You know, he has his own swagger to him. I mean, and you know, so I definitely think y'all should check him out. He's some good, you know, and he would be something like he's been to Portland a couple times, and it just hasn't lined up. But I'm gonna check it out him out soon.
Does he work? Does he do anything with 40? E40?
Oh yeah, he's had a song with E40.
Okay.
All the Bay rappers, I think he's collaborated or even, you know, they've given respect, and he's getting respect from, you know, even celebrities and actors and, you know, the radio people. So he's definitely one of those that he hasn't hit full mainstream, but his following has boomed in the last year. So check him out, La Russell.
Say his name again, La Russell.
Okay, La Russell, cool. Yep. LaRussell. Yep.
All right, La Russell. I want to look him up too. All right, Tay, and the best concert you ever been to?
Yeah, there's so many good ones. You know, I love, you know, I make beats and stuff, so I like going to concerts that the instrument, they're like instrumentals. You know, a lot of those underground ones. But my favorite concert, I was 18. I think 18 or 19, but I just moved to the Bay Area, and I saw Rakim, The Roots.
Wow.
This big time underground group called Living Legends, and I still follow some of their rappers. They all kind of done their solo things, but that concert was ridiculous. I think Busta Rhymes was there.
Wow.
And it was somebody else, but it was amazing. Like
That's
and then
dope.
I played football, so I was with a couple of defensive linemen, and they were like, "We're going to be in the front row," so they just marched their way through, and I was like a running back right behind them, and we were up in the front row. So that made it was crazy, and it was you know the energy, dope. Like you see with everybody's
jumping,
waving, and you know. Not a huge venue, but you know, it was packed. It was kind of like Roseland kind of style.
Okay.
But oh man, just talent and back then, you know, that felt like that was real good. The hip hop scene back then was at the top level. You know, early 2000. You know, so
you saw the concert in the Bay. So
yeah, that everybody. Too. And that was and I was just like. I never, you know, I'm from Portland. I've never been this energy or been in some kind of concert with this vibe. So it was great.
That's dope. All right. Well, I kind of gave a spoiler on my first concert ever. My first concert, Boyz II Men, me and Tay. Boyz II Men 702 Subway.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know who 702 are or Subway is, or I should say there are or were. There were groups back in the 90s. I was talking to somebody earlier, and they were talking about our music being old school. I was like, old school? Like, already? Music from the 90s is old school? Like, really, huh? Okay.
I think they had 2 bangers, but they were good. Yeah.
Slaps, yeah. But we were there to see Boyz II Men, you know what I mean? So, the last concert I went to, it was not the greatest concert, but I went and saw Belle Biv DeVoe at Spirit Mountain, Spirit Mountain.
I've seen them before.
Was like, it was. The venue was bad. That's I guess part of the issue. And Belle Biv DeVoe is just not Belle Biv DeVoe at 45 as they were at 25. So, I mean, they sang all the cuts and stuff, but the concert wasn't booming for me.
Yeah.
But I like Belle Biv DeVoe. Don't get me wrong. I was, that girl is poisoning it up, and all that, back in the day. So, the next concert I'm going to, man, I'm going to see a legend. I'm going to see Janet Jackson.
Ooh, yeah.
Janet will be here in June, so I'm going to see Janet. I missed her brother. There's a long story about how I missed her brother. Never got to see Mike. I'm going to tell you the story now. I get in my feelings every time I talk about it. I was in 3rd grade. We were going to catch a train to Tacoma. I had drew a picture in my journal about it. I told my classmates I was going to see Michael Jackson. I remember my mom came in my room and she was like, "I have some bad news to tell you." And I was like, "Did somebody die?" She's like, "No, Michael Jackson got sick and he canceled the concert." So I never got to see Mike. But I was supposed to see Mike when I was in 3rd grade in Tacoma, at the Tacoma Dome, but that didn't happen. So I couldn't let his sister come through the city and me not see her. So I missed my other favorite singer, Whitney Houston. You know, I didn't get to see her either. So I was like, I got to see Janet. So Janet will be here in June. I will be in the Moda Center with Janet.
She
singing
is
It's all
amazing.
for you. All of it. Everything. I'm in there jamming. Can't wait.
Yeah, you know what she does?
What's that?
You know what she does? She's one of the few, and even to this day, who actually dances and
really
sings live.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if she's right. You know, she's over I don't know how old
She's in her
she is,
50s now, yeah.
But if she's doing it, but I remember back in the day, she sang and danced harder than anybody and sang just as good. You know, Beyonce, there's a few that do it.
Yeah.
But she's to me, is one of those that are like up there who has like multi-talented, because everybody can hit the studio songs, but you can't. Most of the time they lip singing, but Janet singing, sweating, and dancing.
Yeah, getting down. For real. You're right, though. That's true. You're right about that. Yeah, Janet is one of a legend. You're right. So I will be seeing Janet in my next concert. And the best concert I've ever saw, it's going to sound weird. Mm-hmm. We got free tickets to see Paul McCartney.
Oh.
And this guy, so, you know, Paul McCartney, for those of you who don't know, Paul McCartney was a Beatle. And then he, you know, branched off and became Paul McCartney. Mm-hmm. You know, he sang with Michael Jackson, The Girl Is Mine, you know.
Yeah.
You know, Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
So I went in there thinking like, oh, cool, you know, like it's Paul McCartney, you know, like, oh, cool. Oh, man, I'll tell you, that dude was on the stage strumming that guitar, singing every song.
Yeah, he does it all.
He let his band go. He let his band go on break. He let his backup singers go on break. That dude stood on the stage the whole. We left like after 2 hours of concert. He was still singing.
Wow.
I mean, the stage show, all the lights, it was amazing. And I can't say I've been to 1,000 concerts, but I've been to quite a few. And this dude, by far, Paul McCartney. If you ever get a chance to see Paul McCartney, go see Paul McCartney. You may not know a whole bunch of songs, but just there for the experience, it was amazing. Paul
That's
McCartney.
Cool. I'll check him out.
Yeah, Paul McCartney. I can't say anything bad about the guy. I mean, you know, and I know some Beatles songs, you know, and, you know, people really know John Lennon and stuff like that, but Ringo Starr, people like that, but Paul McCartney. Wait, Ringo Starr? Yeah, I think he's a Beatle, not
Beatles.
The Beatles. So, now, I hope through this segment you learned a little bit more about Tae and I. And we will continue to do this segment periodically, just throw in some questions. If you guys have things you want to know about us, you know how to do it. Send us an email. Make a comment, and we'll. Hey, your question may get on the show.
We're not going to answer all the questions, but
well, we'll try. If you send it, we'll try. Yeah, we will try. But until next time.
I'll miss the show. Well, no worries. They're on our website, snfpodcast.com. That's Steve, Nancy, Frank, podcast.com.